quick 1K for me. That's good. Y'all gotta get the likes, subscribe, repost. What's up, Big X? Gotta get people up. Hold on. All right. Come on, you're gonna go crazy. Share, repost, double tap the screen. Get to 2,000 likes as soon as possible. Come on. I got someone in the queue. Hold on. Cracks is not connecting. But Cracks is not even an op, so. Yeah, word. What's up, Emmett? And Elder, how y'all doing? Y'all gotta get the, if you haven't already, liked the YouTube stream. Yeah, Cracks is not connecting. I'm gonna move to the next guy. Damn, you live early? Yeah. Yeah, I am early. Hey, what's
What's
up?
good?
Yeah, what do you got?
Yeah, best argument would be tag and epistemology in relation to God's existence.
Okay. So render the
How do you
argument.
refute tag?
Well, usually they just say things that are circular or unsubstantiated.
No, those are just self-reoccurring worldviews and standards. That's in every worldview, though.
Are you trolling or?
No, why would I troll?
Okay. Well, do you have, are you gonna produce an argument or what?
If you don't understand those terms, I can explain them to you. I can explain what tag is
I'm
and what
asking you,
epistemology.
I'm asking you to render an argument.
Tag. You don't know the tag argument? Transcendental
Yeah,
argument for God?
yeah, but render the argument. Naming the title of an argument's not the argument rendered.
I don't understand why every live host does this. They ask me if I'm trolling just because they don't understand what I'm saying. It's not
Okay.
trolling.
Can we
You
not
can
do
just say you don't
meta? Just
understand.
render the argument.
If you don't understand, you can just ask me to explain it.
You've said this 3
It's not
times.
trolling. It just
Okay.
means you're dumb, dude.
Okay. I'm asking you to render the argument.
Yeah, so you can't make any knowledge claims without the existence of God, since God is the only one that has universal knowledge. And if you don't have universal knowledge, you can't make universal claims. Therefore, knowledge would be impossible if you don't know universal knowledge.
Yeah, I need clarity. Okay, so by maybe you don't know what I mean by argument. By argument, I mean a series of premises and a conclusion.
Yeah, for example, you have an issue in your worldview as an atheist, the
Okay,
ought is problem.
I'm just
You can make
asking.
observations.
Hold on,
You can make
slow it
observations,
down.
but they don't
Slow it
give you an
down.
ought.
Slow it down.
All
I'm
right, I'll
asking
go
what the
very slow.
premises. I'm asking what the premises are.
Yeah, so premise one is that knowledge exists.
All right,
Premise
let me
two,
slow down. Hold on. Let me read. I'll write it down.
bizarre. Premise one is that knowledge exists.
Premise two.
Premise two is that knowledge is impossible without God.
Okay, premise three.
Premise three is that if knowledge exists, then God exists. And the conclusion is that since knowledge exists and is grounded within God, such as logic, universal categories such as logic, morality, and etc., therefore God exists. I don't accept
Okay,
premise two or three.
I'll
Please
help you
defend.
out by not writing
Bizarre.
that down because that would just make the argument invalid. But Yeah, I mean the third premise also is redundant, but do you have an
If it's
argument? Well,
invalid,
first, well, I said given what you just said. I mean, instead, I'm just going to change to the conclusion that God existed. I mean, that's even what I asked for. You like made a conditional statement. But when you say knowledge is impossible without God, what's the modality?
because knowledge is universal. It's
I'm
something
not
that's
asking that.
immutable. You can't change knowledge, for example.
Okay, I'm not
Like
asking
if
that.
you have knowledge that
Why do
gravity
you
exists on
continue
Earth,
talking when I said 3 times? I'm not
Bazaar.
asking for that.
Are you gonna answer like
Am I
the
going to
argument? Are you
answer?
gonna refute it?
You're supposed to be answering the question. What's the
All you
modality?
said, all you've said
Okay,
is it's
what is the
invalid. That's
modality?
not a refutation. That's just a fallacy.
What?
It's a
I
fallacy.
can't
You
tell if
can't
you're
just say an
trolling or if
argument's
you're like
invalid.
incredibly incompetent.
I'm incredibly incompetent.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
you're
mean,
so lost. I can
do you
tell
know
you're
what
lost.
validity is?
Glory be to Holy Orthodoxy. Amen, dude.
Do you know what
Yeah,
validity is?
validity. Yeah, the validity of my argument hasn't been challenged at all
I'm
since you're
asking
just
if you
saying like,
understand what validity is.
yeah, I
Do
know
you know
what
what
validity
validity
is.
is? Okay, what is a
Now you're
truth
doing
table? What is a
now
truth table?
that's a qualifying fallacy. Now you're asking for my
What's a truth
qualifications.
table? What is a
That's
truth
a
table?
fallacy. That's a fallacy.
What do you think validity is so we're on the same
That's a
page?
fallacy. You're doing ad hoc rescue because now you're changing your
I'm just going to move on
justifications.
because this guy's just trolling. There's no way he's not a troll. It would actually be really bad if that guy was not a troll. Like, really bad. He has to
What's
be
good?
trolling. Hey, what do you got?
Alright, I have an argument for God. It's modus ponens. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
So, premise one, if beautiful trees exist, then God necessarily must exist. Premise two, beautiful trees do exist, therefore logically God must exist. Conclusion, God exists.
Beautiful what?
Beautiful trees.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't got nothing for that one. Thanks. Yeah, per usual, Monkey Boy Live, we started off with this is how we start the lives. Yep. Y'all gotta get the likes up. We haven't even gotten to 2,000 likes, which we were supposed to within 2 minutes. Y'all gotta get the likes up. It's for real. Double tap, share, repost. If you want to join from YouTube, you could join the Discord. We could talk. Even though I doubt anyone's gonna join because people on YouTube are just way too afraid. But hey, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
I'm all right. What do you got?
Um, well, best evidence I have that God exists is the perfection of creation around us.
Okay. Well, one thing is, so perfection is teleological language, right? And I want to understand by perfect. I understand perfect just to be tied with intentions, and if you're using it in that way, then that just assumes that God exists. Do you understand? Do you understand purpose to be tied to intentions?
So when I
That's a
say
yes or no.
perfection, I'm not understanding what you're saying. No,
Is
I
your
don't.
understanding of perfect one where it's tied to intentions?
Yes.
Okay, then why would I think the world's perfect? That's just question begging. Obviously, I couldn't think the world's perfect. That's just to say God exists.
Yeah. So to make it a little bit more simple, perfect meaning our environment, the things around us, and the way that we're created. It is obviously
Why would I
fashioned.
think we're created? You just keep saying stuff that assumes God exists. You're saying we're created, assumes God. We're perfect, assumes God. These aren't reasons in favor of thinking God exists. We want
So,
justification.
how? What about life itself, sir? Isn't that
What about it?
obvious? Yeah. What's making you alive right now?
That's a question. I'm asking you what's your argument or evidence.
So I feel like you're just kind of avoiding what I'm asking you.
I am, because you're supposed to be delivering an argument.
Yeah. So I'm asking you
That
what
question is dialectically unwarranted. You're not supposed to be asking a question. So I'm actually of the right of way to evade. In fact, I would be blundering to answer that question. I shouldn't answer. You shouldn't be asking questions. You're supposed to be delivering an argument.
Okay, so you're asking for evidence. Okay, so the best evidence for God is the life in you, sir.
How's the fact I'm alive evidence for God?
Because you can't see your thoughts. The invisible part of you that's alive and talking right now that we can't see is proof. I can't see what you're thinking, sir.
How's that evidence of God?
Because you can think of something right now and I can't see it, sir. So
And
we
how's
know
that
that
evidence of God?
because we know that there's more than just the flesh because of that.
And how's that evidence of God?
Well, whose image do you believe you have?
That's a question.
I mean, I can give you evidence with Jesus Christ's name if you insist, because you're coming off very confident and you're confidently wrong, sir. So, in Jesus Christ's name, are you a serpent?
You're supposed to be giving an argument. Again,
In Jesus Christ's name, are you a serpent, sir?
not question time.
Right. So, you see how I can easily prove you wrong? So, stop acting so confident because you're wrong and you know you're wrong. All right. So, if you want to have a conversation, we can, but you're just acting so like repulsive, man, about it, and you're confidently wrong. I can easily prove that God exists with the name of God, sir. You want me to invoke God? In Jesus Christ's name, is God real?
Do you have an argument or not? I'm just gonna move on. I
Right.
don't know if
You're
you're
not going to
trolling,
lie in
but
that name, are you? In Jesus Christ's name, is God real, sir?
no, I don't.
Right.
God's not real.
He's
Obviously
not.
not. No,
So,
God is not real.
so you're saying God is not real in Jesus Christ's name? Just to be clear, so everyone, all
I
81
don't know
people
what
can witness
I
you
don't know
saying it.
what in Jesus Christ's name means.
It's God's name, and if you lie in that name, something will happen, sir. So, in
I don't
Jesus
think God
Christ's
exists.
name, you're saying in Jesus Christ's name, God doesn't exist.
Sure,
Okay, and you're also saying
but do
in
you have?
Jesus Christ's name, are you a serpent, sir? Yes or no?
Am I a serpent? No,
Yes.
I'm a human. No, I'm not a serpent.
Okay, let me rephrase it. In Jesus Christ's name, are you part serpent?
No.
In Jesus Christ's name, are you part scorpion?
Are you just trolling? Do you have an argument? I'm just gonna drop you
I'm
to. Come on, can we
invoking the name of
seriously?
God, asking you very simple questions.
Like, what the fuck is this? What is actually? I genuinely, if you're not trolling, I don't know what is wrong with people's psychology has to be analyzed. How in the world do you come up? Like, what do you expect going into the? People have to think their steps through how they navigate or explore conversation with their interlocutor. They have to run that sequence in their head before coming up. You don't just come up and just vomit complete nonsense, half, not even oriented to the topic. Like, Jesus Christ. This is like so cringe. They have like an acorn as a brain. Hey, what's up?
What's up, man? How you doing, brother?
I'm alright. What do you got?
So, I think the evidence in God lays in nature, right, and especially biology, right, in the way the human body is, works. It's incredibly complicated, right? I mean, like usually complicated. Just look at the brain itself and the way it works, right? You know what I mean? So what happens is that I think logically, it seems designed, and everything is harmonious, right? You know what I mean? The way we live. The way nature works is completely and utterly harmonious, right? So to say that, it was just purely happenstance is a little bit of a reach from logic. It just doesn't really make sense. So not on any kind of religious, standpoint, but just looking at nature, right? It seems like there was some sort of design, right? If you look at a car and you don't know who created it, you would say, you know what, this is a pretty complicated machine. It works together for a purpose, right? Do you disagree with that? Do you think that just the way that we live and the things that happen in our world was just simple happenstance?
I'm not understanding the argument. The arguments if something's complicated, then it's designed. I don't.
Well,
The universe is
no,
complicated, therefore it's designed.
Well, it appears that way. I mean,
Okay, well, it doesn't appear that way to me.
Why?
Why doesn't it appear that way to me? Who cares? I don't know.
Well, I mean, but here's the thing: you're asking for evidence why God exists. So I'm making the stance, right? This is my opinion that the harmony in which we live, right, tends to lead towards a creator, right? If there's a creator, then there has to be a God. That's my stance. So I would like
Why
to
I think
know
there's a creator.
why is that?
Why I think there's a creator.
Well, I just explained it to you, right? So I believe that the harmony in which we live, right, tends towards a creator. If there's a creator, right, then there would be God. God is the creator.
You're
That's
saying
my
because the world's harmonious, that's reason I think there's a creator?
yes.
Okay, well, first, I don't know what you mean by the universe is harmonious, but I don't see why that would be a reason I think there's a creator.
Well, okay. Well, let's look at just the human body, right? The brain, the pulmonary system, the hormones that run in and out. The entire what you call at human conception is this incredibly complex, helix of DNA, right? These building blocks, right? The way chromosomes work, all of these things seems to me it doesn't. It just seems logical that there's a purpose for everything that's on our body. There's nothing on the human body
Okay,
that
but
does not have a
this is not
purpose.
really interesting. I'm trying to understand what you mean by harmonious and how harmony is evidence for theism.
I thought I just explained it to you. I don't know how else to explain it to you. You seem pretty intelligent, and I made it pretty
Harmony
simple.
is what?
Say that again.
How are we understanding harmony?
The definition that I'm using is that everything kind of works together, right? It seems like all of these components, right,
Things
are
work together. How's things working together evidence of God?
because again, my initial claim is that fact proves leads towards a creator.
I know that's what I'm asking for the argument for. To say it leads to this, to say it's some evidence, and I'm asking you, how is the fact our bodies are harmonious is some evidence for God?
I just explained it to you. I mean, I don't know.
No, you
I can
didn't.
only give you the same answer, right? So if you're just going to say, you know what, harmony, and biology and everything
But
else on
why
this
is
planet,
harmony evidence of God?
because it's incredibly complicated, right? Like it seems like a
Okay, why
design.
is the
Okay,
fact
so or let
harmony
me.
is
So you know what a sprocket
complicated?
is, right? You know how a sprocket system works, right? So
Mm-hmm.
one wheel turns the other, right?
Okay, but why
Hold on,
you're
let me
saying
make my point. So if you have a sprocket system, right? You know what I mean. One wheel works with another. One wheel turns and it turns another one. That one turns another one. So do you agree that that's harmony?
mm,
I'm asking you a question.
mm,
That's not an intelligent response. I don't understand what means.
you don't
Do you
know what
want to disengage this
means?
conversation?
It doesn't seem you're capable of providing an argument, so I don't know.
I just did. I want you to poke holes in my stance. And I don't think you have any. That's why you're responding for someone who comes out
I'm
and,
asking
and, and
you.
performs as this incredibly intelligent person. The
Mm-hmm.
only response that you have to my argument is
It was a question. Dude, I'm asking for the argument for the proposition that if something's orderly or harmonious, then it's designed. Or that's some evidence it's designed. You haven't given an argument. Then you asked me some stupid
I
question about wheels, and then I said, I don't give a fuck. I want an argument for the proposition. Can we
okay,
get
that
that?
is my argument. If that is my
You
argument. If
haven't.
you want to
Okay.
disengage, then
Yeah, that's your argument. Bro, how can we not get like people who have like half a working brain? Please. Yo, y'all gotta keep interacting. We have no one in the queue, but like I mean it's the regular, it's just the ritual. We just be getting dumb people, but like actually how are people this bad? It complexes me every day that humanity is like it's just bad. We need development, gang. Jesus. Come on, y'all gotta get people up. Someone want to join the Discord? So we don't got no people joining from TikTok as of now. That's why y'all gotta get the likes up. Get to 12K likes, share and repost. We get 100 people. I don't know why we're not getting the likes up. But yeah. I hope we could at least get a couple good guests today. Might look like we won't. Christian bots. If the request box is missing for you, that just means you don't got access. Or either that or your app's glitched. You gotta join from the Discord. Is the Discord not pinned? It should be. Yeah, it is pinned, right? Join the Discord and then the call-in section. Well, you gotta keep interacting. We're losing people. If you don't like tap the screen, we're not gonna get guests up. Or we're gonna get people. Def glitch. Yeah, then you gotta reopen your app. Come on, we gotta get people up. Come on. You wanna talk, join. Also, I just made the gift goal pretty late, but yeah. There's, I wish other creators would go live. Like Lance no longer does TikTok lives, nor does Danny. There really isn't a lot of good atheist creators that be going live. Or even be on live on YouTube anymore. There gotta be more content. But yeah, y'all gotta get to 20K likes as soon as possible. Share and repost. Get the likes up. Same on YouTube. If you haven't already, like the stream and subscribe to the channel. Y'all gotta try and get someone on Discord. Hey, what's up?
What up?
Yeah, what do you got?
Best argument for God?
Mm-hmm.
I guess my best argument would be kind of some kind of like process theology in which that God is just like something pantheistic, in which that God is just reality itself. Like, do you want me to prove like a personal God?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I would just say like the personal God would just be the experience of the individual.
It doesn't gotta be personal.
Lives a virtuous life.
I don't know how that's
It doesn't
evidence
have
for
to be
God, but
personal.
I'm just asking for an evidence for God. And I don't even consider pantheism theism, but I mean, I guess we could try and talk about that. Pantheism conversations are just a bore and just complete gibberish, but
Well, you have to like first understand like what's someone's motivation in believing in God. Like our beliefs possess motivations,
yeah, look, by
and
a
that
God,
motivation.
I'm just using it as standardly used. It's a disembodied immaterial mind that's causally efficacious and in most cases considered rational, not an essential property. But at least that's extremely powerful, causally efficacious, and a disembodied immaterial mind. If you don't believe in that type of thing, I just don't want to talk with you.
Well, like that would just be like, could this be in like the potential, like that's
Do you
immaterial,
believe in that
and
type of
like
thing, or
yeah, like the potential mind
okay?
in
Well,
which
do you have
that's
an
always
argument for that?
sufficiently present. Yeah, like
Okay, what's
everything
the
has the
argument for?
capacity of everything has the capacity of consciousness.
That's not
Right?
an
That would be
argument. I'm
the
asking what's the
immaterial
argument.
mind. That's the premise that follows from the argument that consciousness is universal.
What? I'm
As
asking
a
what's the argument God
as a
exists.
Well, in order to give you an argument, I have to first give you my premises that follows from the argument, or the argument
Follows
follows
from the
through.
argument? Yeah, I'm asking what is
Or,
the premises are constitutive of the argument. When you're giving premises,
yeah.
you are giving the argument. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, consciousness is a universal present. Consciousness is fundamental.
I don't know what that means.
That it's always possible for consciousness to emerge. That consciousness is a continuous, is like always present.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Everything has the capacity for consciousness, therefore it is conscious.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so are you conscious right now?
I'm conscious.
All right. Were you unconscious at a period of time?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Your unconscious potential is still conscious.
I
It's
don't know
just
what
not active.
unconscious potential means.
It means that from matter emerges consciousness.
Okay, but how are you getting to God?
God is the universal consciousness in which that has
Okay, I'm gonna just
potential.
move
In
on.
which
Thanks
that could,
for coming back. I suggest you don't come back. I hate talking with people like that. I don't know how people literally pantheistic concepts like that are just complete. You actually have brain rot.
I'm not Christian, but fuck you, bitch. Kill yourself, fucking nigger. Stupid nigger.
That's crazy. Yo, parents gotta raise their children right. Can't believe they got Indian kids be saying the N-word. That's actually sickening. You got good parents, kid. This guy clearly doesn't know what the force of the word nigga. Do your history on 400 years of slavery. Y'all kids should not be saying that shit. Word is born. Yeah, that was, I don't know. They got, what's his name? They got,
Yo, dude.
They got the nigga from Phineas and
Yo,
Ferb out
dude, is
here.
you slow? You don't know what
Crashing out.
consciousness mean, nigga?
Are you just trolling, or are you gonna give an argument?
Nah,
or
I'm
what?
being dead ass. I'm being dead ass.
Okay, just have a nice day. I don't know. I'm being dead ass. Who comes starting a conversation like that? Thanks for coming up. Can we get like serious people up? What's going on?
Dude, okay, wait. Fun fact, lore or whatever. Dude, I was like in the pre-sub server. I think Jay Dyer's server.
I'm banned from
Dude,
that.
they were so confused. Oh my god.
Yeah, obviously. That's like so bad. Probably. I know. I've been banned from Jim Bob's server. Jim Bob's. I talked to like 20 people before at once. It was inevitable. I went in there and I tried talking to one person. It turned into 20
It's like
people.
dog pile. Yes, that's okay. There was like 3 people there. And then there's like
and they do it intentionally. They ping people when they're gonna talk with you to get them in the server, and they already know what's going down. It's like they're like initiating the jump. It's like they give their homies that text. It's like, come watch the fight. And y'all know what's gonna actually go down.
Exactly. No, I mean, I heard someone say that people thinking that atheism is strictly committed to materialism, bro. Oh my god, in a big 2026.
No, that's really bad. It's funny because like no atheists are materialists. It's like such a funny thing that they think that, and it's like beyond not an entailment. It's like empirically doesn't even empirically capture atheism. Hey, what's up, Joseph? What do you got?
Hey, here's a question you should ask all the Christians out there. Ask them if.
Okay. Hey, what's up?
How are you doing, Monkey? You alright?
Yeah, what do you got?
Right, so what's the best evidence? What kind of evidence are you looking for? Because there's various different evidence. What are you looking for? Visual evidence? Are you
The
looking
best
for
one you got.
tangible evidence? What type of evidence are you looking for?
The best one you got.
The best one I've got. All right, but that's probably not good enough for you.
I don't know, good enough for me means
Because
I'm just
until I
asking
don't
you
know
what's
what
your
you're looking,
evidence, your
until I
argument.
don't know what type of evidence you're looking for, I'm not going to be able to explain. Because otherwise, I'll have to go through a
First,
catalog of
I don't think there's
examples.
types of, like, I don't know what this thing types of evidence stuff means. That sounds like nonsense. But
Can I give you an example?
No, I'm just
Can I give you
asking
an
for
example?
no, I'm just asking for
Would
evidences
anything
that.
other than a visual
Can you stop
example
interrupting me?
be good?
I'm just asking for evidences that rationalize the belief. I don't care what. If you think there's types of evidence, I don't care what type of evidence it is. Just evidence that rationalizes the belief.
Right, well, I like that word rationalize, so that's a
It
good
doesn't
start.
even have to do that. It just has to make me non-trivially more confident in theism.
No, but let's start with rational and logic, yeah? Since you can relate to that, can't you? You got the capacity to relate to that, yeah?
This is what it's been like all day, Moxie.
What, find it difficult to answer simple questions? Okay,
No.
fair enough. Right, okay, so, do you believe in gravity?
You have an argument. Can we like skip the questions
No,
and just
well, I'm
have
just
you
giving...
deliver the argument?
Are you not... look, are you trying to rage bait or are you trying to discuss? Because I feel as though this panel is for
You have
a
an
discussion,
argument.
open-minded, trying to explore your opinions and mine and trying to come to a middle ground or some sort of
You have an
conclusion.
argument.
Are you looking for argument? I'm not very argumentative, to be honest with you. I like to explore things because that way
Argument as
it's
in
more
inference,
purposeful.
not argument as in bickering.
Okay, fair enough. So why are you so reluctant
You
about
have an
answering simple
argument
questions
or
then?
evidence, because the topic
So why are you
is
reluctant
you
to...
coming up, delivering arguments or evidence. So there's no reason for you to be asking questions.
Why
Unless they're
not?
clarifying. Because
Obviously,
your
if you
task
want
is to
something,
deliver evidence
if you
or
want something,
argument.
it's only fair for me to ask you how you want it presented,
Look, just
isn't
give
it?
the
So
argument
you're
or
not very
evidence.
rational, are you? Come on. Look, you go on about rational life, and then all of a sudden you can't even
Oh
string...
my god, these people. I'll bring you back up. You just gotta lock in when you come back up, gang. We're not doing this.
What's up, bro?
See, this is God's way of making me like stop being an atheist, just bombarding me with the worst guests ever until I stopped doing lives or something. Well, I mean that wouldn't make me not an atheist, but kind of deter me from. Yeah, what do you got locked down?
Do you believe in a creator or no?
No.
Okay. So my whole reference is you first have to believe in a creator, or I don't think you can even get
It's just the
to.
same as a God. When you say
No.
first, that is just identical with God.
Okay, so you're not referring to a certain like Muslim God or Christian God. You're just saying that there's no creator, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Not even that there's not just no creator. I just don't think there's a God. You can have non-creator conceptions of God.
Okay. So do you know about the Mona Lisa, right? I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay. So if who wrote who drew the Mona Lisa, like Leonardo DiCaprio or something like that?
Is this just this is a design argument?
DiCaprio.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but
I don't
look,
know. You know.
I don't want to. I'm not going to be unfair to other people. I've already said it. I don't want questions. You don't need to ask.
Okay,
any
we
questions.
got a question. So
just
let's say
deliver the argument.
whoever drew the Mona Lisa, right? So if you gave them a bucket of paint, how many times do you think it would take
That's a
for them to
question.
throw?
Argument. No questions.
Okay.
Argument.
We won't do questions then. So if I was to throw a bucket of paint at the wall, there's no way in the world that I would ever come up with the Mona Lisa. Ever. That's my argument for God.
Fine tuning or designing? Like
The argument is if I throw paint at the wall and never create the Mona Lisa, then God exists. I will never throw paint at the wall and create the Mona Lisa, therefore God exists. It's
yes.
Like this is what I'm getting all day. It's like, where do people actually? There's no way God is wiring these people's brains in such a way that this is like their intellectual performance. This is appalling.
No, that's a simple question though. How many times would it take me? I would never be able to do it.
Do you have an actual argument? Because all you said is if I throw paint at the wall, I won't create the Mona Lisa. How do you get to God? Does that have? Therefore, God
because
exists?
because the world exists in a perfect form.
Okay, well, perfect just assumes theism because perfect is teleological language, unless you're like a teleological naturalist. So I do not accept the world is perfect. That just assumes a God exists.
So you don't accept that the world is perfect.
Nope, because that assumes a form of theism.
No, but who defines perfection?
Yeah. What? What does that even mean?
Who defines perfection? Is it the animals
Presumably the
or is it
people who
us?
invoke the term, like same way
No,
that
I'm
I can
saying no.
define what water
The
is.
creatures, right? If we have to have a form of understanding, we as humans define perfection, correct? There's no one else that can do it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm saying, do monkeys define perfection, or do humans define perfection? Do animals define perfection, or do humans define
Non-human
perfection?
animals can. Non-human animals might have concepts of perfection.
Okay, so what I'm saying is,
I don't know
with our
what any of this
definition,
has to do with what I'm asking. Look, do you have an argument God exists?
no, that's what I'm saying.
Then why are
As
you up
humans,
here?
we're the
Look, I'm gonna
only
let you go if
people.
you don't have an argument. Are you sure
No,
you
that
don't have
is my
one?
argument.
I
No,
just
that is my argument.
I don't have an argument. 5 seconds later, that is my argument. Doesn't make any
No,
sense.
no, no,
What
no.
is
What
your
I'm
argument?
saying,
What is your argument?
my argument is that we as humans define perfection because that's the only way to do it. And
Yeah,
what perfection
all
is the fact
words in
that we
any
can.
language are defined by the participants in the language.
We're not talking about language. You're skipping
I
past
don't know what
humans.
you're
We're
talking
basic
about.
humans.
Like, I'm just trying to understand the argument God exists.
Okay, so let's put it this way. How do you know you exist?
That's a question.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for playing. It's like really bad.
You just don't get it if people define, the definition of perfection, then it has to come from somewhere.
Maybe I gotta try playing their game. I just maybe I should just be like Bruce Lee, like water. Like clearly these people don't know how to have these conversations, so maybe it's easier. I have the conversation they want, and I don't know. Maybe I can be the one who facilitates the productive conversation, navigating them through their type of dialogue instead of just them, because no
Yeah,
one
because
here
I think
knows
it's a
how to
little
just give an
tricky.
argument or evidence. It's really pathetic. But if
Yeah.
they want to just give dialogue flows and then vomit unorganized thoughts that could be potentially inferences, maybe I should do the homework. Maybe I should follow the dialogues. Maybe I should make their inferences given the random stuff, ask them if that's what they're saying. I hate that. I hate doing that. That's like so, especially with these people. You could go like 2 hours straight with them just saying just non-coherent thoughts. And I'm like stuck like trying to navigate through their like incompetence. I don't know. I'll try with the next one. We'll see. It's also like contingent on the person, but with the guests we've been getting, we know they're like 30 IQ, so I'm not expecting that that's going to be best, but
Sounds like another atheist going live trying to rationalize his fears. That's right.
yep. I mean, the only reason I fear an afterlife is because I'm gonna lose Moxie's cake.
No,
Because
for
y'all have
real.
not seen that shit. Once you get a taste, it's like when you give like a dog like steak, and then he has to go back to eating kibble. You can't. It's like hell. That literally is what hell is.
No, literally. You're just fucking deprived, man. It's effed up.
Yeah. Someone saying they Emmett saying his bingo card's almost full. Yeah, he got like a theist bingo card. There's no way it's not already full. We've gotten everything you can imagine. Come on, y'all gotta get the likes up. Get to 26K. Share, repost. Keep interacting. Playing with God is not a good choice. Is this guy serious? Atheists believe globe Earth, but not that Jesus came for us? This guy has to be. This guy has to be trolling. There's no way he's a flat earther too. That sounds like troll. That sounds like straight troll.
Florida native, bro. Oh
That
my
is
God.
a problem. Bro said is a problem. Come on, interact for real. Also, y'all gotta check out my newest YouTube video. That video has to get likes up and whatever, comments. It's with me and Venus. It's pretty good. Low key. Jay-Z is good. I mean, he's just not Nas level. I mean, he never got better after the Black album. He just went down, but I'm not a Jay-Z hater. He's just not Nas. Honestly, I would even say like Joey Badass is just a lot better than Jigga. Jay-Z in the Files, yeah. There's probably a bunch of people in the Files. Well, being in the Files doesn't per se mean you actually did anything. I mean, I guess it depends what the file says about him. Being in the Files just means you can like search up words, and that's like the equivalent of being in the Files. Like Muhammad's name is in the Files.
Wait,
They're
really?
not like, yeah, they were actually talking about some arguments for Islam or something about Islam, and they did. It's funny that Epstein talked about religion and philosophy in the Files. MB is saying that because he's in the Files. Nigga, what are you talking about? Take on Low Uzi Vert, trash. If you listen to that garbage, I'm so sorry. Low key. Yeet, Hardy, Uzi. It's just what are you doing? Y'all gotta listen to lyrical rappers. Conscious
You don't
rappers.
listen to Kanye?
I'm not big on Kanye, but I listen to his old stuff.
Okay.
Like his first 3-4 albums are like, but I think Kanye's overrated, significantly so.
Damn. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know how to feel about that, but whatever.
Do you know the transcendental argument? I swear, like, there's no way people be for real when they ask this. Sean Cardi and Kanye, no. No, trash. Basura. Come on, y'all gotta get the likes up. We don't got nobody in queue. What's going on? Is there other people live, or is it just dry? Because I am early. Well, that's one thing. My algorithm is going to be treated different because I don't start at this time. So I'm off pace. But I mean, there's a couple people, not really atheist lives, but there's definitely people who probably watch those other lives. He fell off recently? Who? You talking about Jay-Z or Kanye? Kanye been fell off after like his first 3 albums.
Oh wow, what the hell?
Nah, he didn't. Listening to Kanye after like let me actually check real quick. It might be his first 4 albums. But yeah, Kanye is overrated. His first... Yeah, his first 3 albums. After his first 3 albums, he fell off. Yeah, definitely. Because then his 4th album is the 808s and Heartbeat, which is garbage, and it just gets worse from there. I feel bad. I gotta tell these people that their music taste is not it. You're gonna get the likes up though. Watch the
I recalled Sim cooking you on who's the guy that you usually glaze a lot?
Joey? Nah, he did.
Yeah,
She did not cook me on that.
Yes.
She's just dead wrong that thinking not only did he beat Ray Vaughn, Joey Badass, but he was like battling several artists at the same time. It was primarily 2 people. It was him and Daylight, which he's literally battling one of the best battle rap artists, and then Ray Vaughn. And he definitely wiped Ray Vaughn. He beat both of them and everyone else who came for his head. He just won the beef. And the fact it was a 1 on like multiple just goes to show like this nigga just is him. People do not know Joey, especially all his underground music. Joey is actually my favorite artist.
The goat.
He's just it. Yeah, he shut down a rapper with AZ Chike. Now I'm hearing about some nigga named Ash Cheek. Who gonna be the next victim? How many top dogs does it take to sick 'em? Bro, that's actually one of the best like tracks. As a diss track, low key, My Town from Joey is just actually one of the best tracks in my opinion. Capital Steez would have been the goat. R.I.P. Steez. Steez was amazing. Bro, people who don't know pro era do not know hip hop. If you do not know pro era, you do not know hip hop. And people act when people act like they know pro era, they just know like 1999 by Joey Badass, and that's about the extent. But we're losing people. Y'all gotta get the likes up. We gotta keep. I might actually restart, but My Town goes hard. Yeah, My Town was great. Even without the Loaded Lux verse, he won like that. He was an easy up. In fact, he didn't need to drop his last track, and his last track was actually pretty weak. It was a bop. I'm not gonna lie. What is it called? The Crash Dummy. But it was honestly really lyrically weak. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he had some rebuttals to the Diddy House stuff, but his like the Diddy angle was just actually trash. If you don't know Pro Era, who's this guy? Who's his name's literally Guy. On God, if you don't know it, you don't know Pro Era, you don't know hip hop. Shut up, Guy. It's a fitting name. You're a side character. Shut up. Come on, we gotta get people up. We got no one in the Discord either. Yeah, I'm gonna restart in 3 minutes if we don't get somebody. So try and interact. What's my favorite Nas record? It's a good question. What is a Self-Consciousness is good when he collabed with Prodigy or Mobb Deep. That was like a collab single. Well, technically it was a part of an album, so I guess it's not even his own. You know, you wouldn't even consider that a Nas record. I guess you can consider that a feature. So, I mean, One Love is great. I love Memory Lanes. Yeah, Deja Vu is good. That's like an unreleased or kind of unreleased. It's like a, yeah, I mean, it is unreleased. I don't know. Nas got way too much good tracks. I would actually have to think about that one. But I do know my favorite track from Jay-Z. It's Imaginary Players. Imaginary Players is so nice. Yo, what's up, Big KB? What do you got?
Hey, I like talking to atheist people. I was just wondering, just had a few questions. You know, I know you said you're gonna hop off and restart in a minute. Where do atheist people think happens when they, you know, pass away? Do y'all believe in like reincarnation? Like, what do y'all believe in when you pass away?
Yeah, it's really just up in the air. I mean, there are atheists believe in reincarnation, other forms of afterlife. I think it's quite popular for them to not think there's an afterlife, but many still do, of pretty much various forms. So atheism is just not really a thesis that has anything to do with an afterlife, so it's just up in the air. Just like if I surveyed most bachelors on their thoughts about the afterlife, well, it's just up in the air because being a bachelor has no tie to an afterlife. Neither really does theism. Theism has popularized the idea of afterlives, but pretty sure afterlives pre-existed the existence of religion. And there's many theists who just, and I use theist loosely to include deist. But there are theists and deists who just don't think there are even afterlives. So you could believe in a God, no afterlife, be an atheist, believe in afterlife. It's just...
Okay, so do you still have like funerals or like how does that process work?
Yeah, of course I still have funerals.
Oh, okay. What's the beginning? The beginning is like the universe. I'm just trying to understand um
I'm not
because
sure there is a
I
beginning.
also heard that's we come from, when I talked to someone else about this, it was like they think we come from like the cavemen, and they kind of descend from, I guess you could say, apes in a way.
Well, that's been like scientifically confirmed. There's just like creationists for some weird reason just want to deny. They're like conspiracy theorists and deny the what evolution and abiogenesis evidence offer. Like the Bible says, obviously stuff like God breathed into the dirt and created men and women. You don't even have. I'm just focusing on Christian, but not only is there good reasons to read that literally, most theologians and scholars do not read those things literally. But yeah, obviously the science would be stronger reasons than to think you're reading it correctly, because the science is far more rigorous. So it's more likely you're just reading the text wrong than the science is all wrong, given all the tentative information. So yeah, I mean, there are many Christians. There's more progressive and intellectually informed Christians who don't say crazy stuff like they believe in creationism. They do believe in abiogenesis, like we evolved from apes and further ancestors or whatever down the biological tree, and we eventually got here, right? They just think stuff like God set the initial conditions or whatever.
So you don't have a start, like you don't have like where we start, a starting point
for life. Well, yeah, there's a start to
for
life.
life.
The universe.
Well, we all know the universe. You have a starting point for the universe?
No, that's an ongoing dispute in cosmology. It's not well supported the universe has a start. In fact, it's a growing opinion that it doesn't. There's various infinitist models, cosmological models. Cosmogony is the study of the origin of the universe, and
So you basically
I think,
like you don't believe in anything. Like you don't believe, like you believe in
I believe
science,
in a
but when
lot
it
of.
comes to like
I don't know
religion
if it means I
wise,
believe in science.
yeah, okay.
I'm
But you
saying I
know,
don't know what
like
that means.
with science, like science change. You know, every 100 years, science change. Like scientists be finding out they was wrong about stuff from 100 years ago,
Okay.
and it be changing.
Okay.
So you would rather trust science that comes from humans than to believe that there's like a superior being?
I don't know how you mean trust science. I don't know what that means.
Like you said, like you believe in science, like you think
I don't know what that
that.
means. I don't believe in science. I don't know what that even means. There's certain scientific thing everyone believes, at least in, or I would assume so. I mean, that's not even true, but for the most part, virtually everyone believes in at least one scientific thing.
Well, that's true. Everybody does. You
Science
know,
is
we
a
all need
discipline.
science to live.
There's
Like,
not a believing science. You could believe in scientific propositions or scientific theories. Okay. Is that what you're saying? Because then, yeah, I mean, pretty much everyone believes in some scientific theory.
yeah, everybody believes.
Science and
I'm saying
religion are
like for
not like
like
contrasted.
the
Not like I'm
starting
picking
point. Like if
science over
scientists
religion.
was, I'm saying like if scientists was to come out and be like, oh yeah, we found proof that there actually was, you know, God did exist. Like, would you believe it then?
That's not even a scientific claim. That's a claim of
No, I'm saying
philosophies.
like if they can track it back and they can find something like fossils or anything that just can point to it that's true, would you believe it?
If you're just saying if philosophers prove that God exists, then yeah, obviously I would believe.
Oh, so that I was just trying to get an understanding. I understand now. I was trying to get an understanding. But okay, that's cool. I don't judge. I'm not an overly religious person. I just like hearing everybody's point of views and stuff. I'm Islam, by the way.
Okay.
But thanks for inviting me up.
All right. Thanks for coming
Take
up.
care.
You as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna just restart.
She
I'll
was
see
so
y'all guys in
sweet.
10 seconds. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna restart. Y'all gotta go crazy with the likes interaction when I come back up. We gotta actually try and get guests up here. And I'll try the method I was talking about. The like water method. We'll try the like water method. I've done it before, several times before. There's like videos that show like my crazy patience level. But it's just not, it's largely not not worth it. But yeah, I'm gonna restart. Join back. I'm gonna be back in literally less than 10 seconds and go crazy with interaction, repost, like, all that. Less than 10 seconds. That was like 5 seconds. Yeah, so far, not a single good guest. I was gonna say y'all gotta reach the gift goal, but I don't blame for not gifting, because with these guests, it's not all that entertaining. Probably gonna go live later today, because not only am I really early, which is very odd for me. I don't even know if I've ever went live even once before this early, but yeah, I'll definitely be on later. I mean, it's a Friday. I don't even got school, so I don't got really shit to do. Come on, y'all gotta interact, share, repost, 1,000 likes, 30 seconds. Got 10 plus people. We could do that. I believe in y'all. Well, I mean, do I believe in y'all? What's your major in? Economics. I sent your latest video to the Analytic Islam server. Let me know if you want the responses. Yeah, sure. That's fine. Come on, y'all gotta interact. We got 20 people. We should be past 2,000 likes. We just got 1,000 likes. Seriously, interact. We gotta get people up. Still no one on Discord? No one on YouTube? Bro, what's with YouTube people? Is there even like anything going on in the YouTube? I've been looking at the chat and it looks relatively slow, which is, also uncommon. Maybe that's good, because then it's because I'm early. That the ones who come to spam don't. You ain't got no job. I only work during semester breaks. Like, even though I don't have work, or I'm in school on Fridays, I just don't work until I'm on my semester break, which is coming up soon. I think like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I gotta go back to work. I'm actually happy to go back to work. I prefer working than school. And it's like being active, because I do assembly, being active at the warehouse, low key. And the warehouse is cool. They got cool people. I'm not a big chatter, but I mean, my old job was better. Not like community wise, well, somewhat, but my old job paid like half of the amount I get paid at the warehouse. It was Panera Bread. That was my first job I worked. So you think all of creation is random design? Y'all gotta get people up for real. We're at 5K likes. Get double that. Get to 10. We got 25 people. Share, repost if you haven't already. I told y'all to go crazy with the interaction when you got back. We gotta get people up. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I don't have the ability to binge shows anymore. I think my ADHD is like doubling up. I would like breeze through shows. Now I'm having difficulty. I would like swap between. I can't even watch full episodes. Like, I'll get out, I'll go on YouTube, get back to the episode I'm watching, something like that. Thanks for the cowboy hat, nobody. Very much appreciated. We got 35 people. You got to keep interacting. Come on, gotta get people up. We don't got no one on Discord, per usual. How much of religious scriptures have you read? I've read the Bible, and that's it. And like the first page of the Quran, and that's it. Not even the full first page. I mean, I wouldn't even say. I'm more like I read the first paragraph and glimpsed through the rest. Oh my god, not this reflect guy. If I could get Venus or someone, I'll be down to have you talk to them. Talking with reflex, a waste of time. Come on, we gotta get people up. You gotta seriously interact. What's up, Yo-Yo? Play some hip-hop instead. I got speakers. I'm not talking with reflect. If we get Venus or somebody, I have them talk with you. I'm not doing it. Phasers, 5 arguments. I mean, we already know my complaints about like scholastic arguments. They're just loaded to the brim with outdated, archaic, super inflated, like horrid metaphysics. Like all the metaphysical baggage. Like almost none of the devices, metaphysical machinery used in those arguments are even accepted by philosophers today. And then it like has so much, like Phaser's arguments have like power realism, the existence of potentia, other strange meta-ontological views, just like a bunch of gibberish stuff. Gibberish, inflated stuff. It's just trash. New best lyricist. As a new artist, there's no good new artist. As of recently, at least not that I know of. Joe Schmidt genuinely mocked Phaser. Did they have an interaction? I know he's probably dealt with the arguments, but he talked to Phaser himself. That's super cool. Reflect. Come on. Y'all gotta get people up. What is happening? Like, for real. Rent, I mean? They never talked? Yeah, well. Bruh. People who think scholasticism and Aquinas arguments and Phaser arguments are any good, I actually feel so bad for you because those are literally some of the worst arguments for the existence of God in like complete sincerity. Like just the worst. Aside for, of course, not the worst. There's like precept and ontological arguments and other stuff like that, but it's probably top 3 worst, but it'll be the 3rd worst. But if you want to talk, join the Discord, bro. How are we not getting anyone here either? We restarted for what? We got 50 people. No one's interacting. You got to double tap the screen, share, repost. Waiting for people to get up here. I'm surprised Venus is not here. He's usually up anyways in the morning. He joins the lives. Anderson and Welty. Well, I'm not sure why anyone would accept conceptualism about propositions. Are my words visible? Seems so. You don't have live access. God wants you to be fixed, not Venus. Okay. Yeah, Venus is not fixable. I'm not gonna lie, if we had to compare me and Venus, Venus is not fixable. Come on, get people up. Where's Jack been? He's been on Discord. He's been in Mason servers. Talked with that precept a couple days ago on Mason server. It was really bad. Precept got annihilated. It wasn't, he taught, it was like, it's not a dog pile. It was like he got passed on. It went from, what, Jack to Mason to PK to someone else, then Eric. It was real bad. Zach already posted that video, but I'm a repost it. Malpass Craig debate coming soon. Yeah, I'm really interested to watch that. Luckily, if anyone knows, if anyone's on my Patreon, I was able to get access to the prep debate. So there's like a 40-minute video or something like that of Malpass. It had Malpass, a bunch of people like Jack, Davey, Sully, Venus, me, which, you know, I didn't talk, obviously, nor did Venus didn't talk or Sully, but there's a bunch of other people that I don't know, but they're like, you know, relevant in philosophy. Wes Morriston was there, believe it or not. So I don't know why I have like this idea in my mind, since like Malpass like is so like included with internet debates, it's hard to see him as like, because I think of philosophers almost like celebrities. I mean, they are big deals, but Wes Morriston, it's like having a celebrity in the call, even though Malpass is like the GOAT. But yeah, if you want to watch that video, it's like 40-50 minutes, less than that, something like that. It's like 40 minutes, I think. You could watch the prep debate on my Patreon, so check out my Patreon. But yeah, I can't wait for the actual debate. There's no way Craig is standing a chance. Malpass is gonna tear him up. Craig is low-key a buffoon. This guy did not connect. Come on, you gotta keep interacting though. We only got 40 people here. Y'all could be doing better. And again, if you want to talk from YouTube, join the Discord. It's pinned. What the hell? I got a live restriction, and I'm not even getting guests. I don't even know how in the world I could have gotten a live restriction for harassment and bullying. Oh my god. TikTok's being trashed today. The syllogism that shows that Joey's better than Cardi. If you actually think Hardy's better than Joey, you should not talk hip-hop. Do not talk it to me. You shouldn't talk in general. You thought it was me live? Cosmic Man? I'm cool with Cosmic Man. I wouldn't say per se we're like friends. I mean, maybe he's been up here several times. I'm cool with him, but I don't mind him using, it depends what I'm doing in the background, but multiple people use me in their backgrounds. Like recently Venus had like an AI edited photo of me as a Power Ranger, as a Power Ranger in his live. It was actually hilarious. Do you prefer Oppie or Draper? Low-key, I prefer Draper. Draper's real cool. Come on, we gotta get people. I'm actually gonna restart again because with the restriction, we got 30 people. I don't know if we're gonna do better, but this is the second time I have to restart. I almost never restart, and I'm restart a second time. The golden ratio, bro. All right, well. And then Reflect is also trying to request. Bro, I hate talking to that Reflect guy, bro. I can't. he's like worse than talking to precepts. He literally is like a precept, or was. I mean, he gives like non-precept arguments nowadays, but it's like pretty much precept adjacent. Even if they're not maybe they're not even precept, but like they're just as bad. Maybe it's just a him problem. Maybe it's not even his arguments. Well, I didn't know it is his argument. It's actually not a him problem. He's not bad. Come on, y'all gotta get the likes up on TikTok. This is the second restart. We're not getting nobody here. Repost, share. I don't know. Maybe you could post this story if you got viewers or people check your page. Definitely double tap the screen. We gotta get someone up. Thanks for the hat, nobody. Very much appreciated. Bro, my YouTube chat is actually, it's dreadful. I just love not looking at my YouTube chat because it low-key it's so bad. It's like, I can't believe it's still crazy to think that I thought TikTok was like the brain rot app, but YouTube is like unironically 5-10 times worse. Bro, Shroud of Turin. Yeah, if you want to come talk, you could come up. We could talk about it. Don't look. Well, I looked that time to read your comment, but yeah. Yeah. Holy Fitness, you can look it up. You debating with someone in the chat? Yeah, it's bad. Mom, we gotta get people up. Yeah, we're at 20. I don't know, maybe starting a live this early. Maybe I should just troop it out. Maybe I could just be patient. Of course, I hate being bored. I can't stand being patient, especially with ADHD, but I'm free the whole day. So maybe I should try and troop it out. And Blitz went live. Yeah, that's gonna kill me. Like my viewers, TikTok. Also, if you haven't, interact with my newest TikTok video too. GG's, yep. Thanks for the hats, Phil Dragon. Very much appreciated. I've heard that sending gifts boosts the algorithm. Now, I kind of believe that, but I wonder, just sending like bigger gifts, does that mean like it's better for the algorithm? You know what I mean? Is that how that works? Or like the bigger the gift, the better the interaction? Son? Send me and Jomar gifts, gang. I was added randomly to this group chat, and probably some of the people are here watching from that group chat. Oh, thanks for the money gun, Phil Dragon. On Discord, I just randomly like noticed I was in a group chat with like 20 people. Never seen them before, except like 2. I know who they are because they're from TikTok or whatever. And what was it like? I mean, they were glazing me, but they were saying some stuff. Oh yeah, there's this one guy. He just kept saying like, he would like make jokes like, yo, leave me and Jomar out of it. Like we're tight. But they're actually trying to like get a money pool. They said they made that group chat for a money pool. They said they're gonna give me $200 to debate on Roblox. And they said they're dead ass. So if I got $200, obviously I'm gonna debate on Roblox, but I'm gonna be debating on Roblox. Jesus. I can't believe people debate on Roblox. That's like such a weird thing to even think of. When I think of Roblox, I think of like toddlers on an iPad. Like, what What are you doing debating philosophy on Roblox? I mean, if I'm getting paid, of course, I'm licensed to do that. What's up, Kevin? What do you got?
What's up, my man? I mean, when you say you're an atheist, what's your reasoning for that?
I have an argument on my page, but we're not here to talk about my reasons. Just asking you if you have an argument or evidence that God exists.
Yeah, but I don't even know where you're coming from.
You don't need it.
I don't know your framework.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Okay, so you're just going to critique my framework
I'm gonna
and me have no
you
rebuttal?
render arguments and evidence, and I'm gonna grapple with those arguments or evidence.
Okay, I mean, I'll say a basic. I mean, I don't want to get too much into the scriptures, but I mean, in terms of religion, we know religion is a good thing. And just in the past 200-300 years, we're trying to go and manage, the culture without a religion, and we're seeing it fall into, some degeneracy and a lot of different, and really just making bad decisions overall, not being as logical, not being as practical, and that
Okay, but
leads
what's this have to do with
into
God's
depression and
existence?
anxiety.
Yeah, but all of that's pragmatic. I'm asking you for evidence or arguments that God exists. Those are like pragmatic reasons to endorse religion. That's not arguments or evidence that God exists.
That isn't it. That is a reason to prioritize a religion for a culture.
I didn't ask reason, because you can use reason equivocally, which you are, because you're using pragmatic as opposed to epistemic reason. That's why it says specifically on the background, so you don't make that conflation. Argument or evidence. Pragmatic reasons are not arguments or evidence.
It can still be formed as argument or evidence. You don't need.
I'm going to let you go if you don't have an argument.
Like, what are statistics based on?
I'm just asking if you don't
answer
have an
me
argument,
that. What's a statistic based on or a fact?
I'm just asking if you have arguments or evidence God exists. If
you want me to state scriptures.
Okay, just stop interrupting me. If you're do that again, I'm just telling you from now on, I'm going to mute you. But yeah, if you have an argument or evidence, that's what I'm interested in hearing.
What type of evidence?
The best you have.
Of what? Of God existing?
The proposition God exists says it in the background.
You're thinking of God as somebody in the sky. I'm saying God is. I'm
just asking what's your argument or evidence God exists.
He represents. So what's the Bible then? Bible gives inspiration of direction, of creeds, of how to interact with people, how to treat people. No.
I'm asking you for an argument or evidence God exists.
You're not interacting with anything. Say something more than 3 words.
Look, I'm just gonna let you go if you don't have anything. You can feel free to come back up.
What's your argument that God doesn't exist?
I already told you it's on my page.
Nobody's looking at your page. You're in a debate.
Okay, that's fine. The point is, I'm not.
Okay, so you're just gonna hear me talk and you have nothing to say.
This is just like a waste of time. Just whining and crying, and just doesn't have anything of substance. Come back when you have an argument, like in the background. Okay, this guy didn't connect. Nika, I'm pretty sure this guy's not an op.
Yo, Jomar, we are not debating on Roblox for $100, bro.
Is this Luffyism?
We are not debating on Roblox. No.
Oh, you sound a lot like him. The accent.
No, yeah.
Yeah, we're not.
I mean, maybe you're just like reminiscing because we go way back and you like remember me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we are not debating because those 200 split. Yeah, we are not debating for $100 on Roblox. I'm debating for $200 on Roblox. That's what's gonna go down. I doubt they're ever gonna get me 200, but so probably not happening.
Hey man. So I don't honestly care to debate with you about if you should believe in God or not. I mean, I know I have my faith, and my faith is mine, and your belief is your belief. But my question is, what is this achieving? You know, doing a
We're not here to
TikTok
have
live
meta. We're
or
just here to...
testing.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, this is not meta. This is not meta hour. This is either you give arguments or evidence or you don't. And it's like such a stupid question. It's actually super asinine. Debates are just for entertainment. No one on Discord? Not a single soul? Come on, what are we doing? Today TikTok is really bad. TikTok's having an aneurysm. At least for me. It's probably how much you want to bet it's treating Blitz really well? Blitz is getting some of the best guests he ever had. Or whoever the hell is live right now. TikTok has to make like a IQ distribution. They gotta like survey IQs and they have to distribute because it's not fair that other creators be getting all the competent or probably like capable guests. I'm stuck with these things. Yes, things. We gotta like share like every Tuesday. It's for him, and then next Tuesday like bi-weekly. Like we have to swap the good and bad guests. It's like on a schedule. I exist. The universe exists. God exists. Who's the best theist debater on TikTok? Not sure, honestly. Not sure. Yeah, come on. Keep interacting, for real. I gotta say it every time. What's going on? I don't know how he argues with flat earthers, to be honest. Or to be fair. Well, yeah, that's a good point. Because flat earthers are the worst. But with the guests I've been getting, they're just as bad as flat earthers. Like, you're gonna get people of that caliber all the time with flat earth. You're not vice versa. Yeah, I'm like winning the lottery. I'm getting all the bad people. The odds are just stacked against me. Yes, somehow I get all the bad guests. We have Phil Dragon. Maybe I'll just go live later. I'll give it, I don't know. Hey, what's up?
Not gonna lie, I was looking at used Rolexes for your birthday, but I couldn't find one in my price range.
Nah, yeah, Rolexes are crazy expensive. You're not even used. Nah, that's way too much for a birthday present. I would, of course, be beyond grateful, but that's too much. Maybe when I'm 21, because that's like a milestone, I guess, because I only turning 20. But nah, Rolex is crazy. Oh, we got someone finally. Wow, let's see. They might not connect. Keep interacting though. I want to stay on this live. I want to keep the live as long as possible, if possible. Hey, what's up? What's up,
Hi.
Chris? Yeah, what do you got?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
The best evidence if God is real is look at the science that's happening in the world right now.
Okay.
It's it's all happening in the Bible. Uh, like earthquakes, rumors of war. Um, and they have found some stories in the Bible if you have researched some. So tell me your theory that why you don't believe in God.
Yeah, I'm not here to talk about that. I have an argument on my page if you are interested, but I'm just trying to understand. Also, how old are you?
I'm 14, why?
Oh my god. Yeah, I should have asked that. I knew he sounded young, but I didn't even think to ask him for his age. Yeah, we're not doing that, but yeah. I mean, with the age, he also packs like little to go with it, so. Come on. We could still stay. We can manage to stay in here. We gotta hold on tight. Just keep interacting. Just keep interacting. We used to get crazy amount of Discord guests. Now we don't even get like, we get like approximately one or like half a guest alive. It's like every other live I get one person. We got someone. Yo, what's up? Oh, he's connecting. Scared them all off. Plausible. Such a weird retort. If I looked like you, I'd be an atheist too, because I don't look ugly. That's like a flat out lie to say I look bad. But okay. If I looked ugly, if you looked ugly, you would think God doesn't exist. That makes so much sense. Like, what does that even mean? Like I understand the ideas that I look ugly, but what does that even mean? If it's like saying I don't believe in, like if I looked ugly like you, I would also think Santa doesn't exist. What does the existence of God have anything to do with my looks? Hey, what's up, Gritty? What do you got?
Hey, what's going on, man?
I'm doing all right. You got evidence or arguments God exists?
Wait, did you miss me first?
Somewhat. I'll say somewhat, yeah. Just a little bit.
Oh, I wanted to come on this live because I was skimming through debates. I mean, just lives, right? And I shouldn't have. I didn't even think to jump on this panel, but this guy has your face on,
Yeah.
and you're just like rambling, talking. What is that?
I don't know. Someone sent me an image of it. I want to see how it looks.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna, yeah.
Gonna DM me it. I can't look at lives while I'm live, so I can still see my DMs on my phone. I just can't access lives. I know who it is, and I mean, I don't know if it's something crazy. I'm generally fine with him putting photos or video of me, but I just don't know what actually is happening. I'm more curious. I don't know if it's not anything crazy. I mean, I'm not worried because I know Cosmic Man, but is who that boy here?
From what I seen, and I could be wrong, I don't know, but just from when I was looking at the live, it's almost like it's hooked to some AI thing where it doesn't matter who talks, your mouth starts to move to it. So it's almost like you're saying everything in the panel. It doesn't matter who starts to speak.
It sounds like me, or does it just
Well,
look?
I mean, it looks like you're the ones saying everything that is going on in the panel. It's actually hilarious.
That's actually good publicity.
Yeah, you just gotta put my YouTube channel at the top.
All right, man. That's all I wanted to say, man. Have a good day.
Yeah, if you can, try and DM me an image. I want to see it. But yeah.
All right. If I come across it again, I'll definitely send it to you.
All right, word. Peace out.
Yo, team, press the bottom right arrow on your screen and then press repost.
That's right. That's absolutely right. That's what we should all be doing. If you haven't already. Whoa. What did I just press? Okay, it should be fun. If you haven't reposted, maybe share. If you know people to share with, either like guests I could talk with, people who generally interact with lives, they can also get the likes up, something like that. We just need interaction. Because I'm not restarting again. If we don't get anybody in this live, because these lives have been futile, then I'm just gonna go live later today. Hopefully, then we could get better people. Is it just me, or does it look like my glasses are like crooked? Why are people talking about George Washington? Is that like the Jesus thing? We know how George Washington existed. Look, I'm closing the Discord. Hey, what's up? Okay. Yeah, I'm closing the Discord because there's no point. None of y'all joining Discord and the Discord. I'm gonna stay on TikTok though, so hopefully we could get people. I mean, that is way better than what it could have been, to be fair. It could have been N-words or other stuff. You can barely hear him. His like background overpowers him. But well, he's a kid too. He's like an infant. Yeah, we're not bringing you up. But for real, keep interacting. We got 50 people here. We got to get the like, sub, share, repost. I don't know. We might not get anybody else. These lives are a wasteland. It's real bad out here. And then Blitz went live on top of that. Yeah. He's doing flat Earth though, right? That's what I heard. Yeah, I'm an East Coaster. I'm from Jersey. He's doing theism? Oh, that's that's fatal for me. Like it wasn't already. It's a nail in the coffin. Please message me back. You DM'd me? No, I don't got any DMs.
You're in Jersey, which is that Gary Milne territory.
Gary Mill? Oh, wait, really? He lives in Jersey?
Yeah.
That's funny. I wonder where he lives. Imagine I've walked by Dark Dawkins. Well, he actually probably wouldn't notice me either, because I've talked to him. Maybe he recognizes my looks better than I doubt. Yeah, he probably would have not noticed me. Even if he like had a long stare at me, he would probably not recognize who I am. I mean, his face leak is not all that clear. I have a general picture of him, but it's easy to see like an old man and just not think of it. But yeah, come on. I don't know if we're gonna get people.
Yo, friends, if you're listening to this if you're on this on YouTube, go to TikTok, type in Monkey Boy, and join.
Let me see the image. Yeah, I can see your image, Jake. No, I'm North Jersey. I want to see your Batman one day. What does that mean? My Batman, is that supposed to be like my schlong? I want to see your Batman. I don't know what that means, but who says that? No matter what that means, that's like that's AO for sure. Even if it don't mean that, it just sounds like an AO.
Yeah, you know what we should do, MB? We should set you up on one of those tables in like downtown Manhattan, where it says "God's not real, changed my mind," and then tape it for your channel.
I mean, that's like kind of what those Muslims do. The thing is, especially in Manhattan, I mean, I don't know. I probably want people around me because with how emotional people on TikTok are and in New York, yeah, I mean, you could get like attacked for like literally nothing. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like religious extremists or people who are so sensitive. But yeah, I would still be down to do that if possible. Bro said Jim Bob cooked the shit out of you. That's funny. Yeah, but we don't got nobody here. It's not been getting anyone for a while. There's a group in New York. Don't get kirked is crazy. Oh, I thought, Jake, I thought you were sending me the live with me in it. You sent me like random a Snapchat video. What is this? Are you like in Jersey? Literally temple in the sky.
I'm gonna try some more promotion here.
I don't even know if I think this is real, but it probably might be real. But that's like the type of thing low tier theists eat up. He sent me like some video of like clouds that look like, I don't know, like animals, or like he said a temple. I didn't see a temple, but it looked like, I don't know, you can read into it however you want. Maybe you could say, oh, thanks for the galaxy. Yeah, I didn't even see the galaxy. I was on my phone. Thank you a lot, Phil Dragon. Phil Dragon's on here with me, but very much appreciated. Yeah, I closed the Discord people on YouTube. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because we're not gonna get no one on.
Yeah, I should probably keep it open. See who's gonna join.
Should I? What's up, Kale? What do you got? Are you there? Ethan Muse is getting quite traction lately. He runs miracle arguments. Yeah, that is true. But Ethan Muse is a LARPer. He is not. He is not a theist. He says he's Catholic. He's 100% LARPing. I don't know if he's ever going to reveal it, but that's going to be devastating for the number of people who think his arguments for God are compelling. And they come to find out that he was never even a God believer that whole time. Well, yeah, I don't think he's a theist. I most definitely do not think he's a Christian or Catholic. I don't even think he's a theist, but I most definitely do not think he's a theist. No, I don't. There was a video that got deleted by Ethan Muse. He reported it and got it taken down. It was from Arianis' channel, like, I want to say 7 months ago. And it was about talking about the Shroud of Turin. And it was Tom Rabbit talking. And then, I don't remember the contents of it, but like, clearly Muse was like bullshitting. And then I remember Tom Rabbit was telling Andrew R. He was like, see, and you think this guy really believes in God? He was like basically putting out he's a troll. And that's like what people like Sully and Jack say, and Mason, they all say that they don't believe he's actually a theist. But
Do you think Clark is a LARPer too?
no, of course not. Clark is like a serious academic. He would never stoop down to such a low level. Oh, we got a LARPer here coming up. The worst of the worst.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. What LARPing activities did you partake in today?
Yeah, actually, LARP the negation of all my views.
Mm-hmm.
No, man. I haven't been
You were
debating
saying
much.
some crazy stuff, like Mihawk's not a fraud on that one live I saw.
Bro,
Crazy
I
stuff.
was talking about One Piece, and this might genuinely have been like the worst take I've ever heard. It's like, I was talking to this guy and he was like, bro, Prime Garp loses to current Garp because like his hockey got stronger or some bullshit.
That has to be trolling. My take
Bro,
was
I'm
pretty
saying,
bad. I thought that like Katakuri was like stronger than admirals.
ooh, yeah.
I mean, obviously, I thought that before, like Egghead, and because then we saw like clearly Snake Man fought Kizaru, but yeah, I did not. The thing was, it's kind of reasonable because we see like Fujitora clashing with base Luffy, and then Luffy develops observation hockey, and then also he like becomes stronger than Gear 4 in his base because he like late in the fight he says like on his base form he's equal to him. Like you couldn't even like hit him earlier, and then he's like at base boxing with him.
I mean, I just remember they said something like the admirals are the strongest units in the Navy. So like if Katakuri was stronger than them, that means that the Navy's like genuinely useless.
There's no way the Marines are the strongest of the Navy. I mean, it's funny to think that the Gorosei are weaker than the Admirals. That's like actually like insane.
Well, I don't. Well, it was like at the time of Marineford, so like they weren't even revealed yet.
You're talking about the Gorosei?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it is true that the Gorosei are like they're like hush hush, like no one even knows about them. So people are not going to be talking about their position of power with respect to the government. But you would have thought the Gorosei, once we got introduced to them, were higher than they're literally politically higher. But now they're just actually they're deadbeats. They're all frauds. The whole Gorosei squad is just fraudulent. I think Loki
Same with the Holy
Alkainu.
Knights, low key.
Yeah, that's
Like
true
the
too.
Holy
The Holy
Knights
Knights are awesome.
definitely got to be weaker than the Admirals, but they were like hyped up so much.
They're really weak. Like Zoro could like take all the Gorosei. I meant, well, it's Gorosei probably too, but he could take all the Holy Knights and just like with ease.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I guess the only ones we haven't seen are like the like Garling and Shamrock. Like those guys are like the only ones that are like really hyped up. Everyone else just seems to be like, I don't know, they're just like
People,
mid.
I mean, we're presuming they're strong as Shanks, especially because one of them is the twin.
There's
And if
no
that's
way
the
though.
case,
Like,
no, it couldn't be because Shanks is like a top tier. Like he's stronger. I think he's stronger than Gear 5 and Loki. So
yeah, probably.
Loki's stronger than Zora, and I think Luffy's gonna get folded by Imu, but he's gonna do a lot better. He's not gonna get like impaled Mihawk style, uh, like what Imu did to Loki. He probably is gonna put up like somewhat a fight, and then gradually, clearly, is not like. But I think he's gonna get hits or
Yeah.
whatever. Shanks is just above.
I mean, it's kind of. I don't know. Like, I did not expect Emu to be like fully revealed in something like this early. Like, I really thought they were setting him up as like the
It's so
final
funny.
villain.
People keep saying that. It's yeah, like this early. It's such a funny phrase with respect to the time spent on One Piece, but there's somewhat truth to that. I think it's kind of. I mean, we were already told ahead of time that we're reaching Laugh Tale after Elbaf, which was the last island. So either the war arc with Emu is like in between Laugh Tale, after Laugh Tale, at Laugh Tale, something like that. Well, not last arc. They said Laugh Tale's the last island. There's even people who have suspicions that One Piece is going to go to space. I do not believe that, but there's a lot of evidences. There's like evidence for everything in One Piece. Like these theories, everyone cooks a theory like every other day. But
Yeah. I mean, whenever something crazy happens, there's always like someone who predicted it like 12 years ago.
dude, the poneglyphs, or what was it, like the whole mural with like the prophecy
Oh,
when
yeah,
that was
yeah.
revealed? Yeah, definitely. Like at least 10,000 people had to have seizures in Japan after seeing that.
Bro, I just remember
Hey.
seeing like the people that were like interpreting it, and like that was crazy.
Oh, we
Yo,
got
we got
someone.
chat rats.
We do. Who, this Bible guy? This Bible guy be talking all the time. Do you have make claim? You want to talk with this person, Red Show?
Yeah, I'm down. What's up?
Rain. What's up, Rain?
Hey, all good. What's up?
You have some sort of argument or evidence that counts in favor of God?
Just to ask, like, why did you become an atheist?
Oh, I'd really just say like I heard like the different arguments. There's some decent arguments for God, and then they just didn't really seem too convincing. Like there's better counter arguments.
The voice repeating.
There's an echo?
Yeah, there's an echo.
I think that's on your behalf.
So my question is, do you believe in God? Like, there is God, or do you believe like in God that is on earth, like those religions or whatever?
I mean, if you're an atheist, you wouldn't believe in any God, right? That's like what it means to be an atheist.
So atheism is like when you take a certain like you take a certain idea from like a religions in total, right?
No, atheism is just the belief that God doesn't exist.
So why do you believe that God does not exist?
I mean, the probability of that is just really low. So it'd be like irrational to believe. Like the probability that Superman exists is really low. So you probably shouldn't believe in Superman, right?
But Superman has nothing to do with God.
Yeah, no, it was just an
Okay.
example.
Yeah, we're not having this. We're gonna go back to the One Piece talk. I think that's how we're gonna end this live at this point because we're not getting nobody. I
True.
even reopened the Discord, but yeah, it's just done. What was the last thing we were saying? It's still appalling the fact that the Gorosei are just so weak. I mean, the way they were introduced was still aura, but they don't actually have aura. They're like fodder.
I mean, I remember seeing like when like Saturn and Kizaru were coming for like the Buster Call. I was like, oh shit, they're cooked. And then all five of them spawned in and got like one tapped by like hockey from the past. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, well, these guys are like trolls.
Well, they weren't doing much. Like the whole thing with Saturn, like attacking the crew with like they had what's it called, what's the reverse monster trio? Is it just called the reverse monster trio? Like they had just had
Oh,
the
like the
fodder.
weakling trio. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I forget who's the third member. It's obviously
It's Chopper, Usopp, and Nami.
oh yeah, Chopper. Yeah, Chopper. Yeah, Frankie's been
They look he
putting up
did
feats.
Chopper. Yeah, Frankie's been putting in the work. Like even in Wano when he
But
was like,
yeah, the thing is, Chopper's not weak because he's weak. He's weak because he has that Usopp in him. Like he slapped Queen and hurt Queen, and Queen,
oh yeah, no, they
and
do
then
him
he
really dirty
also
because he has
boxing the
Rumble
Giant.
Point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess like in base form, he's just like running around, but I mean, he's still like really important. Like, remember when the virus was like beating everyone and he like came up with a cure like on the spot? That was
In
pretty
Wano.
crazy. Yeah, like they all have
Hmm.
their moments, I guess, but I'd like to see them do like something that isn't beating up like like a sixth tier like general of like Kaido's crew or something.
I think post time skip has ruined a couple people. Like Chopper is one of them. I think the worst one is Frankie. I think just design wise, I don't like how he looks. I loved pre time skip Frankie look, but he's just not the same personality wise. But Chopper making his monster point not like a monster, like he's just the stupid
Is
little fur ball
yeah.
in a giant form is, dude. When he first fought the CP agent, like the scene where he throws the guy like in like a nanosecond, like it's like freaking. He moves his hand like a fly. He just throws the guy across the freaking like half of the country or whatever. It was just that's like mad aura
I mean, I thought
looking dead at
like
Frankie.
with Chopper, it's like really easy to have both sides, right? Because like when he's in his base form or his other stuff, he's like really cute, and then when he goes like when he's like actually fighting, like he just looks scarier. I don't know why they like messed that up.
I mean, he was cool when Fishman Island when he popped out with the dig form and kung fu. But yeah, ever since then, I think Chopper is actually the least aura person. All he has is that one. Uh, was it Enies Lobby instance? I think actually Usopp has more aura instances.
Usopp was
Which is
like,
just
what has he done since Dressrosa? He's just kind of been a bum.
yeah. People have been saying that. I mean, there's people. Obviously, this is untrue. There's like people who just can't read, but they think that Usopp is the one that made Emu come to
Oh
Elbaf.
yeah. Wait, obviously that's not true, but it's really funny how it's like it
It's
was
kind
like
of
at least show
coincidental. He
yourself.
called them out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he called them out, and he actually showed himself. He was like, "Good boy." That's what I was.
That was
But
so
yeah,
funny.
Usopp is so bad, and I'm actually starting to think he's not going to get an upgrade, even with like it being Elbaf. I thought it was
Because
gonna
this was
like
supposed to be like
start
his
with
arc.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his arc apparently. People think he's gonna get Ragnarok, but I don't believe that. I really don't.
I don't know. Like the like all the like Loki like I really do want Loki to join the crew, but I just don't think it's gonna happen.
People think Katakuri, Yamato, Loki. I don't. At this point, I don't think any of those people are joining.
Oh, Yamato. Well, everyone thought Yamato was, and then like she literally was going to, and then we all got
Well,
like
Luffy
pump
said
fake.
he was going to come back for her. No.
Yeah, but I don't think that's like how are they going to fit that in?
I don't know. End the war, they like reach Laugh Tale and then go backwards. How much you want to bet it's
Yeah.
going to be like that? All the people are going to join the crew. Like they're not going to have like participation in the narrative. They're just going to like win the war arc, and all these people who said they were going to join. It's like it just closes with like a family photo with them now
Wait,
in
I
the
don't think
portrait.
you know how like when the Straw Hat Grand Fleet like all left Dressrosa, how the narrator was like, next time all of these people meet, it's going to be like the most memorable day in history. So I think like the entire Grand Fleet and like all their allies and stuff are going to pull up for like the final battle arc. So Yamato might be there.
It's crazy,
Yo.
and that was going to be there though because they had it in the photo. Yeah, what's
Oh
up,
yeah,
Phil?
yeah.
We got some people on YouTube who say they want to join. So, guys, check the description. You can join the Discord, or you can open TikTok, type in Monkey Boy. You can join that way too.
Word. I have some. I don't know if this guy what's his name? F. If you want to talk F, you gotta raise your hand. But we don't. Other than this guy, we don't got nobody. Join the Discord. Word.
Look, these keyboard warriors. Guys, if you're a keyboard warrior or Christian apologist, if you're so confident, then pray, ask the Holy Spirit to tell you what to tell us so you can stun lock us and then come up and see what you got.
Yeah, I mean that Radcap guy in the chat, like he's a real scumbag.
Who? Radcap.
Yeah, yeah. That
Yeah, he seems
that
like
guy's
it.
just horrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could tell. Yeah, it says married in his bio. That's how you know.
Oh, wait, he's lying about that.
It's interesting how much they display so much Christian love toward us, right?
Exactly. Dude,
God's loving
have you
ways are
ever heard?
mysterious.
Have you ever heard of non-probability raising evidence?
Yeah, like you could just talk in terms of expectation, and maybe some proposition expects P, but maybe you don't
But
have
isn't
like
that like once the no like you say something like I have evidence for X, but it doesn't raise the like posterior of X? Have you ever heard that?
well, outside of what I've described, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because you can have
I
a
talked to
proposition
Kojo
and its
about this.
negation, expect that, right? Like,
Well, then it wouldn't be evidence, right? Like, imagine that your evidence for God is that 2 + 2 = 4. Like, that's expected on like every hypothesis. So, like, that wouldn't be evidence for God.
yeah.
But I talked to Kay, and he seemed to think that certain notions of evidence like aren't probability raising. And like, to me, that just sounds like a troll view, right? Like, that sounds like genuinely like a contradiction. But
Right.
apparently, like some people take that, like some people have that notion. I don't know. I figured since you at least deal with more of the probability stuff. So
No, I haven't heard anything about that. That's something interesting. Maybe I can ask Mason, because Mason's the book guy. I can see if he knows anything about
yeah,
that. But knowing Mason, if he does know about that, he's gonna have not so nice things to say about views like that. That's my intuition.
yeah. I don't know if it's like an actual view, or just saying stuff, but I wanted to see because most people in like the ethics space don't really talk about probability because it's like not super interesting. But I don't know. Joe Schmidt just came out with a video that I've been meaning to watch. It's like talking about it's like with Klimenhaga, and he talks about his theory of probability
That's
and why he
Mason.
thinks it's like yeah. He uploaded it like 2 days ago or something.
The thing is, I used to watch Schmid, but I don't know if I can anymore. I don't know. I kind of fed into my ADHD. Now I have worser habits. Sitting, listening through that. Of course, I like max out the speed, or like at least like increase the speed to watch it. But I should, even though I was able to watch the debate with Lanson, even though I didn't watch all of that. I watched like more than half, and that's it. But
And Enoch?
yeah, and Enoch.
Who do you think was winning that?
Winning. I mean, I guess I would say Lance, but I wouldn't even use the word winning. I think some of the stuff Enoch was saying was really stupid about challenging fundamental values is like adjacent to being like a radical skepticist. And then also the stuff, and then just the whole time he was like weirdly animated and overly emotional for everything. At times, like Lance like gave back that energy, but Enoch generally, I mean, maybe that's not anything about the substance, but just the way he was like, I don't know, carrying himself just seemed like
Dude,
not a good
Enoch's
look.
voice is so funny. I don't even know. I don't even know
It's
how to
like
describe it.
he got like a Spanish accent. Not gonna lie,
I know, but it's
like
like
when he talks.
it feels like half the like syllables he says are just normal, and then half are like heavily accented.
I think I know what you're
You guys
talking
see,
about, kind of.
did you guys ever see the debate between Wi-Fi Gospel and Danny, where Wi-Fi tries to say that an argument doesn't require premises, it's just anything that's convincing?
And that kind of just depends on your theory of argumentation.
Wait, who said that? It was it Wi-Fi or Danny said that?
Wi-Fi said that. Danny was saying that arguments require premises, and he was saying it doesn't, just anything that's convincing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess yeah, it is right to say that depends on the theory of argumentation. Like in logics, you could actually, in principle, like you can have zero premised arguments in logics or one premise arguments. But ordinarily, people speak like syllogisms are the smallest. Like inference, it's like two premises is the smallest. But yeah, there's like type. You can think of arguments. Sometimes argument means deductive inference. Sometimes argument just means inference more broadly. And there's like inferences that per se don't need premises. There's some people who think abductive arguments are not expressed in premises. There's others who think you can express abductive arguments in terms of premises, but they're not like in principle expressible via premises like deductive arguments. So it kind of just turns on that. If it was so one thing I want to just say is I'm more confident that what he's saying sounds dumb because I know he's not philosophically competent. When someone like Danny was to say that, I would have, I think I know more so what he's talking about, but I'm not confident he's actually saying anything like what might be interpretive of him where, it seems like a fair thing to say.
Well, the Wi-Fi guy was very much resisting giving an actual premised argument, and Danny was just like, it sounds like you don't know what an argument is. So they went on for that like 30 minutes, and then finally Danny got him to present a premised argument. So it was really funny. He let it go after 30 minutes.
I didn't see that debate. I think I've clicked on it, but I didn't actually watch it. I watched there's a newer one with Danny on I think the same channel. It was I forgot his name. It's the same guy who was here. It was Eli Knox or something. Dude, that guy is probably the worst precept I've ever seen. He's so just bad. I don't know if you've seen that one, but
No, I haven't seen it yet.
That one's really painful to watch. It really is. I can guarantee you there's no way that the Wi-Fi one is anywhere close. Because I've talked to Wi-Fi several times. And there's just no way it's even coming close to the Eli guy. The Eli guy is a pain. But yeah, I wanted to say about the bringing an L. I don't know how they're gonna bring back an L, but what is an L? What is his relevance in the whole thing? Because we like the thing is this is Ichiro Oda, so bringing an L is meaningful. He didn't just put him to say, "Oh, we're coming back." It's not like a Lucci thing. But like I really couldn't see an L having any relevance to the story.
People were saying he was going to join Cross Guild and he was going to fight like Nami or something because they both have like lightning powers or whatever.
That's so dumb. Nami doesn't
Or like
even
maybe
have
he's been doing
Haki.
something on space.
There's
Yeah,
no
but
way
she'll probably
Zeus
have
can
hockey
hurt
by
him.
the final arc. By the final arc,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, they better. That would be
Especially
the
if they do another
biggest.
time skip.
I'm starting to believe that might happen, to be honest, and I hope it
Just like
does.
because the current crew really needs some amps.
Yep. There's
Other than
memes
like the big four.
everywhere about Usopp. Like we're fighting the final boss, and he's still like shooting green peas. You've seen that?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it was really cool, but then everyone just like literally all the villains just got like 10 times more powerful in like 3 arcs.
Yeah, that's true. That even actually, that's not even hyperbolic. That's actually like less of what the actual situation is. They've more than 10 times, I would even say, like in
Yeah,
sincerity.
because
But
they went from fighting like Cody Jones to fighting Katakuri. Like, and I'm
yeah,
pretty sure that was like literally 3 arcs. You know, like
yeah.
Doflamingo, like I don't know.
I
Have you
mean,
seen the
I don't do the power scaling thing, but I actually used to be in those communities. I started as an anime debater, but that stuff still is somewhat interesting, to be honest. Not like I'm going to debate that, but the craziest thing about the Hody Jones thing is the number of pills he actually consumes, and that they say that it's exponential. So if it's like two
each time?
times and then
Yeah,
two
like
times
10x is your
to the
power, right?
yeah, and it's actually stupid. I've seen like calcs that he ate like 60 pills or something, like estimated with his massive hand as like even low boss, and it got him to like trillions of times stronger.
And he still got like one tapped by Zoro in the water.
Yeah. This
I feel like
and then he took like 3 handfuls, right? Or something.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
insane.
yeah, dude, I don't know. I think the oh, have you seen like the Zoro slander? It's like citizen of hell.
No, I haven't seen that. What is that about?
Bro, it's because this guy got like one tapped by Emu, and everyone was like, "Oh, this guy's like a joke." But I think that's like valid.
No, it's just Emu is just yeah, I mean he one tapped Sanji too. He Sanji'd Sanji. He's like, oh, I could kick. But real quick, Cosmic Man, I'm trying to make you famous on my live. I heard about that. I asked someone to send me photos and no one sent me a photo. I heard something about like there's images or a video of me or something. I want to
Oh,
see
I
what I
just saw
look
you
like.
like in the background, and I was like, "Wait, Monkey Boy's alive right now."
Oh yeah, I see it. Wait, was it like a recording of me or is it AI? Oh, he's coming up.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's
You
up?
know how you get like restrictions on TikTok if you don't like show your face?
Yeah.
So I just put YouTube on, and I was actually watching your video, so I was like, yeah, let me show Monkey Boy's face then. So that's how I did. Yeah.
I had Basil on
Sorry
there.
if you didn't approve, but I mean it's on
No, you're
YouTube,
cool.
so
You're
it's like
cool.
public information. Yeah.
No, I don't mind that. I thought the only thing I was worried about is if it were AI, that you're just not making me say anything crazy. But if it's literally just a video from my video, like you're just like playing a video of me talking from an existing video, I mean, I wouldn't
Yeah,
care.
that's what it is. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah, from YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even care if it's AI as long as it's not too crazy. And even by too crazy, I mean, we have Josh who posted like the video of me in like rainbow panties AI. So, though I was not cool with that, obviously.
I would never do that to you.
No, yeah, you better not. That's the no go. He's just lucky. He's Josh.
Have you seen the GIF of you like jumping around doing
Yeah,
that little
dancing.
dance? Yeah,
I saw that in
that's
Blitz's server.
getting spammed everywhere, son.
It
That's actually like my
died now,
favorite
but
GIF
yeah.
to send.
Oh, you still use it?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite GIFs.
I forgot how much money I got for that, but someone said like I think it was Zach that he was like dance for money, and I started just I don't know any dance moves, so I was just going yay like that. I forgot. There wasn't music, I don't think, but
You see
yeah,
Monkey Boy in the club doing that. What's your first move?
I think it was 2 galaxies he sent me, or 3 galaxies for that.
Bro, you did all that for 3 galaxies? Hello?
Yeah, that was like $20+ right there.
All right, bro.
Anyways, the community needs something a little more exciting. So
That's true. That's true.
But and that was just weak. There's no way that Oda might do this thing where like the same thing with Crocodile, that Crocodile gets beat by Alabasta Luffy, stays in a prison, then somehow clashes with Mihawk. He could do that bullshit, but that just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. I heard a good theory about Luffy being a god and stuff. That there was like in Shinto religions, in Japan where you go to the shrines and worship gods, that they're covered by a straw rope, and that it's funny that when Shanks was already, he was like a part of the whole Holy Knight stuff. He was like an ex-Holy Knight or whatever. And that he already knew of the devil fruit, right? That's why he like stole it from the government, the gum fruit. He knew the truth.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
And he wasn't that upset when Luffy ate it because, you know, he knew like the devil fruits have a will of their own. But then he gives him after the hat. And that's like symbolism of the fact that what the straw in Shinto religion represents, it's literally a straw robe. And they put a sign that, you know, says that actually like there's a god here. It literally. And that's like representing that he's like Nika now. And also like every arc, like people are in need, so they cry out to him and they give him food as offering, and that he gets stronger every arc without training. And people are saying that that's like due to, even though the arc, the whole crew really becomes stronger every arc. But there's a theory that like that's involved with him being a god, that he's getting prayers offering, and he grows as a god.
I know Oda always draws on like he draws on like all sorts of different cultures and stuff. So usually like whenever he has like symbolisms or stuff like that, it's like tied to some religion, and like all of his names and stuff are also like really symbolic.
Yeah. I wonder, there's like, oh no, never mind. That's like headcanon or whatever. I remember that they animate like impact frames several times, like the sun symbol in One Piece, like the anime. But
yeah,
there was some controversy over the hockey knot thing. That like
I
reversed
thought
the
that was really
Gorosei.
cool.
I thought it was
I mean,
amazing, but there's
that was like
controversy about
foreshadowed such
Luffy
a
being
long time
shocked.
ago.
But people were like they were upset about how in the manga Luffy was not like holy shit, like how the anime made him look. Oh, my